7 plus A is equal to B. What do you mean by plus? Sum. So we write the sum of 7 and A. The sum of 7 and A. The sum of 7 and A is equal to B. The sum of 7 and A is equal to B. Or there is another wording. Yes, what is there? What do you mean by plus? Increase. So 7 increased by A is equal to B. 7 increased by A. 7 increased by A. 7 increased by A is equal to B. 7 increased by A is equal to B. So plus means increased, plus means increased, plus means sum. Plus means increased, plus means sum. Plus means increased, plus means sum. So 7 plus A is equal to B. Means the sum of 7 and A is equal to B. Then 7 increased by A is equal to B. 7 increased by A is equal to B. Now we will do F. 10 upon M is equal to N. 10 upon M. F 10 upon M. 10 upon M is equal to N. Now what do you mean by 10 upon M? What is this sign? 10 divided by M is equal to N. Is equal to N. So 10 divided by M. 10 divided by M is equal to N. 10 divided by M is equal to N. 10 divided by M is equal to N. Then G, 12 minus 3A, 12 minus 3A is equal to B. Yes, what is this? No, you cannot use the word added. Sum, plus means increased. Now 12 minus 3A is equal to B. What do you mean by this? This I can write 12. No. 12, 3A I can write 3 into A. 3A I can write 3 into A is equal to B. 12 minus 3 into A is equal to B. So what you will read? What do you mean by minus? Minus means decreased. Minus means decreased. So 12 decreased by 3 times A. Yes or no? 3A means 3 times A. A is multiplied how many times? 3 times. Minus means decreased. So we write 12 decreased by 12 decreased by 12 decreased by 12 decreased by how much? 3 times A. 12 decreased by 3 times A. 12 decreased by 3 times A is equal to B. Is equal to B. 12 decreased by 3 times A is 12 decreased by 12 decreased by 3 times A is equal to B. 3A means it is 3 into A. 3A means it is 3 into A. Minus means decreased. So 12 decreased by 3A means 3 times A is equal to B. 12 minus means decreased. So 12 decreased by 3 times A is equal to B. You can write, yes, you can write the difference of 12 and you can write The difference of 12 and 3 times A is equal to B. Yes, that also you can write. The difference of 12 and 3 times A is equal to B. Yes. You can see the F is 10 upon M is equal to N. So 10 upon M means 10 divided by M. 10 upon M is equal to N means 10 divided by M is equal to N. 10 divided by M is equal to N. 10 divided by M is equal to N. Now H 15x upon M 15x upon M is equal to 4z. 15x upon M is equal to 4z. 15m upon x 15x upon M. Board is clear. 15x upon M is equal to 4z. Now what do you mean by 15x? For example, what do you mean by 3a? 3a means 3 into a. So 15x I can 15x I can write 15 into x upon M is equal to 4z. I can write 4 into z. So 15 into x means x is multiplied 15 times. So 15 times x divided by M is equal to 4 times z. Yes or no? 15 times x divided by M is equal to No, my dear. Yes, my dear. When you are using the word quotient, you cannot write divided by. When you are using the word quotient, you cannot write divided. You can write only by. You cannot use the word divided if you are using the quotient. So let me write both the way. So 15 into x means 15 times x. So we write 15 times x. 15 times x. 15 times x divided by M, then equality means is equal to 15 times x divided by M is it? No. Yes. Right. Instead of writing number, you write in the word. 15 times x divided by M is equal to 4 into z means 4 times z. 4 times z. 4 times z. Don't write the number, write the words, because we want to write down the statement. So 15 times x divided by M is equal to 4 times z. Now you can write down that in the quotient form also. Let me write the quotient, because just now somebody said. So 15 yes, 12 decrease. Minus sign means decrease. So 12 decrease by 3 times a. Yes. Yes, okay. Anyone you can write. Now let me write this. Division is same as quotient. So we can write 15 times x. The quotient. Which one? Which one you are not able to understand? Tell me. 15 x means it is 15 into x. So 15x is multiplied how many times? 15 times. So 15 times x divided by m is equal to 4 times z. That's all. 15 times x divided by m is equal to 4 times z. Now we can write in the quotient the quotient of the quotient of the quotient of the quotient of 15 times x, the quotient of 15 times x, 15 times x by, we don't write divide, we write by m. The quotient of 15 times x by m, we don't write divided by m, because already I have written the quotient. Quotient means divided. The quotient of 15 times x by m is equal to 4 times z, is equal to 4 times z, is equal to 4 times z. This is the another answer. Yes, those who told me the answer in terms of quotient, when you are writing the quotient, again you will not write divided by m. The quotient of 15 times x by m is equal to 4 times z, is equal to 4 times z. The quotient of 15 times x, write both. I will advise you can write number name, no problem. Instead of 15 in the wording, you can write the number, no problem. The quotient of 15 times z, 15 times x by m. When we write the quotient, we don't write divided again. The quotient of 15 times x by m is equal to 4 times z. 4z means 4 times z. 15x means 15 times x. 4z means 4 times z. 15x means 15. Is equal to, is equal to. Equality sign means is equal to, is equal to. Equality sign means is equal to. Now seventh. Now we'll do the seventh one. The three sides of a triangle are, let me write the question. The three sides of a triangle are, the three sides of a triangle are P, Q and R. P, Q and R. P, Q and R. They are three sides of the triangle. Find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. So we can draw the triangle. We can draw the triangle with three sides. Three sides are, this is one side, this is one side P, this is other side Q, and this is third side R. So this is one side P, this is another side Q, this is third side R. So PQR are three. Draw the side. PQR. Triangle is of seventh question we are doing, no? So PQR are three sides. A triangle has three sides. One side is P, other side is Q, third side is R. Find its perimeter. So we write, let perimeter of the triangle, let perimeter of, yes, let perimeter of the triangle be P. P is the perimeter of the triangle. P is 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 perimeter of the triangle. Then perimeter of the triangle P, perimeter, what is the formula for perimeter of triangle? Sum of all the three sides. Sum of all the three sides. Sum of all three sides. You have to add all the three sides. You will get perimeter. So perimeter P is sum of all the three sides. What is first side? What is first side? P. What is length of first side? P. So this is capital P. This is capital P. So sum of all three sides, first side is small p, plus second side is q, plus third side is r. So that is p plus q plus r. So finally perimeter of triangle is p plus q plus r. That is sum of all the three sides. So answer is p plus q plus r. Answer is P plus Q plus perimeter. P-E-R-I-M-E-T-E-R. Perimeter. Perimeter we denoted by capital P. So perimeter of triangle is sum of all the three sides. We are given the first side as P. Sum means add. So P plus Q plus R. When you add all the three sides, you get perimeter of the triangle. When you add all the three sides, you get perimeter of the triangle. Now, eighth question. Eighth question. There are X birds. There are X birds. There are X birds sitting on a tree. There are X birds sitting on a tree. Wait, mute the microphone. There are X birds sitting on a tree. If 12 of them flew away, mute the microphone. If 12 of them flew away, one bird, how many are still there on the tree? How many are still there on the tree? How many are still? Wait. Yes. How many are still there on the tree? How many are still there on the tree? How many are still there on the tree? I will give time. So perimeter of triangle is sum of all the three sides. Sum of all the three sides. So first side is P plus Q plus R. So P plus Q plus R will give you the perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter of the triangle is sum of all the three sides. That is P plus Q plus R. Then there are X birds on the tree. 12 of them flew away. How many are still there on the tree? This is the question which you have to analyze. You have to visualize. So this is a tree. Draw the tree. This is a tree. Draw tree, no? Don't waste time in drawing. Don't waste time in drawing the tree. Wait. Wait. Total there are X birds. Total there are X birds sitting on the tree. Then out of X birds, 12 of them flew away. 12 flew away. On a tree, X number of birds are sitting. Then yes. On a tree, X number of birds are sitting. Out of X number of birds, 12 flew away. So how many remaining are sitting on the tree? That we have to find. So you write the number of birds. Write down number of birds. Number of birds. Stick. Draw the tree. No, what is harm there? Just draw the tree. Number of birds still sitting on the tree. Number of birds still sitting on the tree. Number of birds still sitting on the tree is equal to total number of birds. Total number of birds. Total number of birds minus, we subtract. Why? Because 12 of them flew away. 12 of them flew away. From total we have removed 12. From total X I have removed 12. So the remaining are sitting on the tree. So that will be total number of birds minus number of birds flew away. Minus number of birds, 1 minute. Number of birds flew away. Because on the tree, yes my dear, I have drawn a tree. So number of birds still sitting on the tree is equal to total number of birds minus number of birds flew away. Because total there are X birds sitting on the tree. Out of X birds, 12 flew away. So the balance or remaining will be sitting on the tree. That means total number of birds is X. From that, how many flew away? 12. So that 12 birds I will subtract. 12 birds I will subtract. That is X minus 12. So the answer is X minus 12. The answer is X minus 12. X minus 12 number of birds are sitting on the tree. X minus 12 number of birds are still sitting on the tree. This is just like the example. You have 5 rupees. You have spent 2 rupees. How much amount is remaining with you? 5 minus 2, that is 3 rupees. The same question. There are X number of birds sitting on the tree. Out of X birds, 12 flew away. So when 12 flew away from total number of birds, you have to subtract 12 from that X. That will be the remaining number of birds sitting on the tree. For example, you have 5 rupees. You have spent 2 rupees. Spent 2 rupees means you have removed 2 rupees from 5 rupees. And the remaining 3 rupees is balance in your pocket. The same question. There are X number of birds and 12 birds flew away. Means from total number of birds you have to subtract 12. That will be the remaining number of birds sitting on the tree. Do not remind me. Final answer X minus 12. This X minus 12 is number of birds still sitting on the tree. X minus 12 is number of birds still sitting on the tree. My dear, that means on the tree there are X number of birds. There are X number of birds. Then 12 flew away. 12 flew away means I have to subtract 12, no? When you remove 12 from X, no, X minus 12, my dear. X minus 12. How upon 12? It is X minus 12. Total number of birds are X. It is, draw this chart, draw this tree. Yes, now you can leave. It is 10:30. Yes. Bye bye. See you in the fourth period. We are having fourth period today. Fourth period is also there. Bye bye. See you in the fourth period. Bye bye.